Do you still snore?
No, I don't snore.
Yeah, cram me into a tiny house. You better not snore.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best HGTV shows of all time.
These simple, inexpensive fixes create a serious style upgrade.
For this list, we're looking at series that made a name for themselves on home and garden television. What's your favorite HGTV show? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, My Lottery Dream Home. What would you do if you won the lottery?
I didn't even know what to do. I ran behind the counter and I hugged the cashier, and her husband walked in, thought I was robbing the place.
Most people would put their winnings towards the biggest purchase they'd make in their whole lives. Host David Bromstead helps lottery winners search for their new property, taking into consideration their new account balance.
I was thinking 1.5 to 2.5. We think there's some nice homes at that level.
Oh, absolutely. Especially, we want to stay in this area.
We do.
Yeah.
I want to show you fabulous. I want to show you grand.
On another show, families might have more modest budgetary concerns. That all changes on My Lottery Dream Home, where the sky's the limit. It might be closer to the wish fulfillment side of HGTV's programming, but it allows viewers to live vicariously through some of the luckiest people in the world.
Oh my God.
Holy smokes.
Beautiful.
Insane, right?
Insane. You said it.
Number 9, Gardening by the Yard. Whether you are a new or veteran homeowner, Paul James had your back with his yard and garden tips. Gardening by the Yard shifted the focus to gardens with a lighthearted and down-to-earth attitude.
Mosquitoes rarely bother me. I certainly exhale plenty of carbon dioxide, more than most folks, in fact. And at one point I used to think it was because I ate so much garlic. But now I'm convinced it's because I'm in the television business, a business for which you need really thick skin.
Paul offered advice on a variety of garden topics, from flower beds to pests. In rare form from other HGTV shows, Paul invites viewers to his own Oklahoma home to show how his techniques work on a practical level.
And there you have it, 50 feet of hose, ready to roll or unroll, as the case may be.
It might not be the right show for everybody, but for aspiring green thumbs, this show provided just enough inspiration to get out and build the perfect garden.
It's also nice when gardening gadgets and gizmos are simply fun to use. And let's face it, you can't spell functional without fun.
Number 8, Flea Market Flip. Flea Market Flip is a simple concept done well, and a perfect example of HGTV's easygoing programming. 2 sets of contestants buy a separate item from a flea market, then each team shows off their creativity by refurbishing their piece.
The $5 bench is really rad, becoming amazing.
They have chosen a bold color, robin's egg blue.
We like you?
We like you a lot.
Afterwards, they attempt to sell the resulting item at a flea market. With any luck, each team turns a profit with their unique furniture or home display items.
We had somebody that was really interested. I think she's going to come back, and I would rather agree with her to do the pair.
You would? Okay. All right. Just don't want you to lose a sale.
It's a refreshing approach to a competition show, one that has a positive environment instead of a cutthroat atmosphere. If anything, the show highlights the ability to find treasure in the unlikeliest of places.
These in mint condition can range from $700 all the way up to $1,400.
That's crazy.
You did really well.
Number 7, Love It or List It. Among the core lineup in the HGTV family, Love It or List It delivers an engaging premise for viewers. How much do you really love your current home?
If we take that other house, there's nothing, literally nothing for us to do. We just need to
Well,
move.
there's lots to do. There's moving furniture. There's switching schools for Nolan. I mean, we're established here. This is home.
With that question in mind, hosts Hilary Farr and David Byzantine vie for the contestants' hearts in a tug of war between keeping or selling a home. Try as he might, Realtor David often has a hard time convincing the family to sell.
We're gonna love it.
Yes!
We had a lot of problems with this house, but you addressed the most important.
Hilary transforms the house in such a way that the family comes to appreciate the home in a whole new light. It's always fun to watch and theorize about whether the family will part ways with their house.
Okay, so, decision made?
Decision made.
Yes.
And? Are you gonna love it?
Or are you going to list it?
Number 6, Beautiful Homes. Sometimes all you need is a camera tour of a huge house to quench the thirst of HGTV viewers. In 2012, the channel created their own version of MTV Cribs called Beautiful Homes.
Got the lion up top, and then you enter this big oak door, and then all the house just speaks for itself.
The show was knowingly extravagant without going overboard. The series' fantasies were much needed for many viewers, making this trip down luxury lane a nice bit of escapism.
You will see a very unique villa that's just standing out between the trees and the greeneries and just rising up like a castle.
Ever wonder wonder what happens behind the gates of the nicest neighborhoods in America? Luckily, Beautiful Homes had us covered with majestic fountains, spiral staircases, and a healthy dose of candy-coated viewing.
You're welcomed with marble floors, 10-foot columns, and ceilings, which are 23-karat gold leaf.
Number 5. Homes on Homes. In Canada and the US, Mike Holmes was the heroic contractor that saved families from poor home building and renovation situations.
Everybody's out there, go, 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 let's make that money. My father was a jack of all trades, and one thing he always said to me was, Mike, if you're going to do something, do it right the first time. Too many people don't care, and if it's my money, I want it done right.
Part investigator, he searched homes for construction mistakes and oversight. While other HGTV shows preferred to show the glossy side of home building, Holmes explored the potential negatives lurking behind the drywall.
In the older days, they put up the wood lath across it and they plaster it and they create a nice true wall with the plaster. And these dummies, they go and get new strapping. They go right over the existing. I'll go get my level and you'll see how it goes like this.
Like a builder superhero, the handyman host swooped in to correct the building mistakes of the past. Both entertaining and informative, Homes on Homes taught viewers what to look out for in terms of their own homes.
The carpenters are right here forgot 3 things. They're level, they're square, and they're common sense.
Number 4. Flip or flop. Since 2013, now exes Tarek El Moussa and Christina Hack have invited viewers into their world of house flipping.
Paid $820 for the house, put $150 into it. We're gonna have about $40,000 in commission and closing costs, puts us at a break even of $1,010,000.
Even after a divorce, the power of HGTV keeps the two working together. Their personal lives aside, Tarek and Christina have a knack for redesigning houses that's unmatched on the network. Not only did Flip or Flop inspire several spin-offs, but Christina also hosts her own show, Christina on the Coast, following her solo home exploits.
So as you can see, there's not very much area for tile, and I think either of these with the black fireplace in that room would look super cool.
Whether you're watching for the eventual house reveal or the host's relationship, Flip or Flop provides more than enough entertainment value for one show.
Wall tile looks so pretty.
I love the contrast with the dark and the white.
I'm glad we only did the dark on that wall too.
So you're happy?
Yeah, looks beautiful.
Number 3. Property Brothers.
It's a show where Drew finally does something. Oh, come on. He says this all the time. I work as hard as he does. I just physically don't get as dirty as he does.
The Scott brothers can't help but remain a fixture of the HGTV lineup. Through their various spin-offs, such as Buying and Selling, the two refuse to slow down even for a second.
We're trying to help those families get top dollar for their current place, because a lot of these places are run down, and get them into a home that works for the family. And the funny thing is, to get top dollar for the sale of your home, you don't have to spend top dollar on the renovation.
Drew and Jonathan cover all the bases as they help people find and renovate homes on a budget. Providing both real estate and renovation advice, the Scott twins' upbeat attitude keeps even the shakiest building scenarios fun. While they occasionally bicker like any siblings would, they deliver a professional and detailed look at each job. A decade after their first show aired, the Scott empire continues to help homeowners all over the country.
Oh my gosh, do not knock it unless you've tried it.
Number 2. Fixer Upper. Before leaving for their own network, Chip and Joanna Gaines established their family-friendly brand with Fixer Upper.
Holy moly. Okay, what are we doing in here, babe?
Why do you always start off with holy moly?
It's one of the HGTV shows that goes beyond the usual network branding, allowing the Gaines family to imbue the show with their own quirky personalities. A trademark of the series is the contrast between Chip's giddy, childlike energy and Joanna's poised creativity.
Why are you whispering? Places like this make me feel nervous. You should, which is why you should hold my hand, okay, and don't touch anything.
It's no wonder that the two have gone on to create a media empire, as their camera-ready personalities brought another renaissance to HGTV. Even as the Gaines shift to other projects, there's always the memories of Fixer Upper to cheer us up.
Here we go.
Good.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Dang!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Income property. Homeowners fix up their property to generate additional funds.
We talked about getting $1,200 a week for this place in the high season. Today, it was suggested by a local agent that you could easily get $1,500 a week.
If walls could talk, families find hidden treasures while restoring old homes.
When John and Beth Corder renovated this stately mansion, they were thrilled to discover it was filled with antiques and fixtures that they suspect could be worth a pretty penny. But are they? Well, they're about to find out.
Good Bones. an Indianapolis mother and daughter team up to flip abandoned properties.
But mix it up a little bit, you know? Plus, I think this is one of the ways we can give some character to the house by making it a little different.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. House hunters.
You know, I really like the Rose style homes, the ones that are here in Capitol Hill in particular. They're really nice. I love the tree-lined streets. I love the different colors of the row homes.
After over 2 decades of home entertainment, there's a plethora of defining HGTV shows. In the end, there's no way that House Hunters can't be number 1. After all, it is the entire HGTV model encapsulated in one sleekly produced package. Keeping the format simple, prospective buyers tour 3 homes and must choose one of them at the end.
I ended up putting an offer on the detached bungalow because it was the perfect house for my lifestyle right now.
The show spawned successful spin-offs, including House Hunters International and Tiny House Hunters. Whether you love the original or its many variations, there's no denying the streamlined and endlessly watchable energy of House Hunters.
We know that we have good bones and we know we have a good future here, and it's really cool to see how it's working out.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.